oh, no, oh. And you're
What?
like,
Which ones do you watch?
I don't know what the.
They
the
still have
title
horse
is.
racing going on and stuff, right?
I don't
They
like
have
horse
Yeah, they
racing.
got horse racing. They have soccer.
I would rather watch
they
it
got
than
Korean
marbles.
baseball league. You don't know, man.
No,
The marble racing
I think it's
is
like the
so
main
addicting.
one. Like
It's the guy that creates and he puts like the little marbles in the stands.
yes.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm waiting for basketball, baseball, and,
Oh, well,
and like that. I'm not watching sports until
hockey
then.
put in a
Don't
shitty
forget about
bet.
hockey.
Huh?
James and we were ready to put in shitty bets.
For what?
We put in like a shitty bet like a couple weeks ago. It was just like
For what?
About
that was
who?
like our first bet in months. We're like, we're back on it. We're back, baby.
Who'd you put it on? What sport?
UFC. That's because that's like the only thing.
Oh,
going on.
UFC.
There's Fight Island going on this
I
weekend.
I wish I could get more into UFC because I feel like I probably could get really into it if I paid attention to
You
it.
seem like a guy that'd be really
Yeah.
into it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good, but I definitely, as someone that's like followed the UFC for like 10 years, like the talent has definitely become a little washed down because there's just like, it used to be like just one fight every single month. Now it's like every week, and the fight cards are just like huge, and it's just like, it used to be
Plus,
just like
it was so much different. Like stepping into the octagon, you're like, dude, one of these guys is gonna
right.
like die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody's leaving here with CTE for sure.
Right.
I just
And
don't
now
have
it's-
like I
now
guess I
it's-
don't have
yeah.
like a fighter that I really like, so it's hard for me to get into it. I think if I had like one guy, I was like,
Like that Jorge Masvidal guy.
He's fighting. I'm looking at this.
That
I
guy.
might just put the money on it.
Did you ever watch those? Did you ever watch those Kimbo Slice?
Kimbo
like,
Slice,
backyard.
like yeah, if
He
you
was
had
in
like
one of
somebody
those.
like Kimbo Slice,
Jorge Masvidal was one of
He's
those
kinda
guys.
Like it. He has the BDF.
He was in. No, he was in one of the videos.
He's fighting this weekend. He
and
got
they're
like the
on
last minute call
Buff
to
streams.
fight this
You
guy.
can watch all their fights.
He fought this guy. He's gonna be fighting this guy named Usman, but like Masvidal is currently like the underdog because it's like a last minute thing because the guy got COVID, and so
COVID.
No, dude, that Masvidal guy. He's a badass. Though.
I might take it.
There was
He's
somebody
a plus
like
240.
there was a story where somebody tried to rob his house in Miami, and he basically like beat the shit out of these
Yeah.
guys.
When do they usually fight? Like a Friday night?
Saturdays.
Saturdays
Yeah.
at what time?
It's like 5 to like 9.
That's the thing. It's like that's the time
It
I'm hanging out
is.
with Dama. I'm like, I'm not gonna like.
No,
Hey,
it's
make her-
not-
I'm gonna watch some UFC real
You
quick.
make her
You
watch basketball. And just be
No,
like,
it's
How
been
do
a
you-
long time.
That's something you should talk about. How do you?
just say,
Why-
I'll give you the ground and pound later.
I do not like to like. I'm lucky because Misha doesn't like sports, and I don't want to subject her to sports because I also need my own thing, and the sports are like my own thing. Like,
Well, imagine you only can have your own thing at the same time. What would you do?
kill myself.
So no, I haven't. She hasn't watched a Clippers game in forever. If that's what
Because
you're
there
asking.
hasn't been any.
No, but like
They've
it's
been
been.
making her watch this game. Watch this
no,
game.
it's
This
been-
is back when the San Diego Clutch.
So
No, no,
she's-
watch my replay of me playing Madden.
She didn't even like. I had it on because we went. So for the opening night of basketball, Clippers played the Lakers, and we had it on in the hotel room because we were in Disneyland. She didn't even watch it then. She was just like on her phone doing her own thing. But
Yeah.
it's been
What, do you
years.
get angry at her for like not paying attention?
No, I don't care.
You didn't see that shot.
No.
No, he isn't. He's not paying attention to her. You kidding me?
Yeah, I'm getting excited.
If anything, she should get mad at him.
Right.
Yeah. No, she. Yeah, I think she when I'm watching the game, she knows when I'm very happy because my team's winning, and then when I'm just like yelling at the TV, that's because I'm watching the game and they're losing.
Right.
Oh man.
He's angry. He gets angry at everything.
I don't get angry.
I'm definitely, as I get older, I'm more of a TV yeller. Like I yell at the TV now.
I yell at the TV.
Yeah, I don't
Well, like-
I don't get angry. I just kind of like watch it. I'm like, I'll just yell at a guy because
Oh, I've thrown chairs. I've actually think I've gotten less angry the older I've gotten.
You've thrown a chair
Chairs?
at a
What
TV.
the hell?
Not at a TV. I've thrown chairs.
I think
though.
I used to be. That's why I think Enrique thinks I'm like super angry. Is because I think I used to be more
The
angry when I
game's
was,
cheating on me.
dude.
Who's cheating on him?
The game.
Oh, like a video game. I
Oh.
never threw shit up for video games. It was always like watching the Chargers of the Padres.
Yeah. Video games I didn't give a shit about.
Yeah,
like,
the Chargers have always frustrated me.
computer
It's like-
cheats
Oh,
anyways.
I'm just like used to. I'm just like
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like at this point,
Dude,
it's
the
like
computer has
I feel
fucked
like
me
I
in
have
video
less
games.
emotions
You-
about it
you
right
know
now.
it
my
has.
eyes just like
Yes,
twitches a
100%.
little bit. I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah. It's like here we go. again.
there we go again. I'm like, whatever.
All right, let's do it.
That, boys.
Yeah, we don't
stop the show.
we don't talk Chargers with them.
I know.
What's up, everybody? Three amigos and a podcast. Another episode for you in season 3. We got a
What episode is
reoccurring
this?
guest. I don't know. We don't count anymore. We're too many now.
What?
We're too many now. We're past that. But we got reoccurring guests on their show tonight.
Only guess.
Mr. S.A. Sneaky Enrique Eats. Call you Enrique Eats, I guess.
No, please don't. Please don't.
What do you want? You want?
I definitely eat though, but
He does eat. Good.
right. What's up, everyone? I'm with the greatest podcast in the galaxy, the All Bad Podcast.
No, you're on.
I
the
legit.
Three Amigos.
I thought he was gonna say.
Says
Three
you and
Amigos
Philly
on the
Phil.
podcast.
Yeah, it says technically just Philly Phil, my co-host.
Who thinks that they've acquired our podcast?
Yes, you're technically the sports division of the
All Bad
Podcast.
Wait, has Philly not been writing you guys checks?
Yeah,
he hasn't been paying you guys?
All I know is if we're a subsidiary of the All Bad podcast, we haven't been paid in a while. So
we haven't been paid either.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways,
If he's running the media empire, he's gotta start.
No, you definitely don't want him to run that.
Yeah, he's
I
gotta
don't-
start giving us some bigger checks.
so I don't want to clown on Philly. At
Do
all,
it.
But
He's not gonna listen.
I follow him on Twitter. I follow him and Philly Phil Entertainment on Twitter.
There's a lot of entertaining going on.
Philly Phil Entertainment posted something of like coming back strong, and it had a retweet, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool." Who retweeted him? It was Philly.
Oh,
He just
Yeah.
retweeted himself. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what he does. It's just his quote unquote entertainment company is just like his place to repost his personal stuff. So I mean, bless his heart.
He's just
Yeah.
trying to.
He means well.
I'm not gonna fault the guy for
dude,
trying to
every
promote
time he
himself.
comes over,
but
he's
a man
definitely
with
the
a
life of the
huge
party.
Dream,
Yeah.
but with
I feel bad for him because the party has definitely been canceled in 2020.
oh yeah,
Like,
I love
that's-
asking like, so what's the latest with? I'm not gonna lie, I've gone to a couple bars months ago. I've been. Don't worry, I got tested.
perfect time for.
Did you really get tested?
No,
What
Oh.
kind of tested?
we thought about it. Let's just say they didn't stick the swab up my nose. But
went into a different orifice.
different
Is that my beer or yours?
I'm kidding. No, but yeah, he's definitely the nightclub scene that he works in is shut down, and I don't see it opening anytime soon. Like, I don't know who's gonna want to go to it. Definitely those like the people that like to go like that are like hardcore nightclub people, like he is. The second they open the nightclub, he will be there.
They exist. Like there's so many partiers out there.
Oh, he's already been
Yeah.
to like every place that's like opened up. He's been to Mexico already. He went to Scottsdale, Arizona.
You're right. Don't invite him to the game on Saturday.
Oh, he's
Never-
not.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah,
I joke
no.
with him. Like I
I don't. We shouldn't even be in contact with you.
No. I do take the social distancing, but I've been doing that long before COVID. No, but
A restraining order is worse than herpes.
But just like the party scene, like our podcast that we try to talk about a lot of movies, there's been a lot of, there hasn't been many new movies, so it's just a lot of like, I give him a hard time because I'm like, here, we're a movie podcast, a pop culture podcast. He doesn't know much pop culture outside of movies, so it's really just a movie podcast. So it's like, hey, so watch something over the week. Try to find something that's like either good or new,
Yeah.
like as new as
Yeah.
possible, because
It's a good time to be watching shit. I mean,
there
that-
is
Well,
like new
and I-
content coming out, and then he comes back, and it's like, oh yeah, I watched Wild Wild West, and I'm like,
no, that's not
this
new.
guy
Oh,
has the
God.
movie. His movie selection is like that $5 bin at Walmart. Like that's how he picks his movies. He's just digging in there. And
Well,
it's just
I
like,
will say I do like how you guys been doing that new like 5 song, bring 5
bring
your
a- we
new
bring a-
5 songs and
yeah,
put
we
them
do
on
have
like your All Bad Podcast Spotify playlist. I mean, I listen to it all the time. I did the like Dan Bailey 100 rep bench press and had you guys cranking
No
the
wonder
whole
you're looking
time.
So juicy.
I don't know how I feel about that adjective
Jack
of
and juicy,
of
but
juice. But no, man. I mean, if you're looking for like good jams, it's all about.
well, what? You know,
You
actually,
threw
hey,
that
why
Hall
don't
and
you,
Oates twist in there.
why don't you
Ooh.
give me a song for this week? I
I don't
give
know
me a
off the
song
top
by
of
the
my
end
head.
of the podcast. How about like all of you give me a song by the end of this podcast, and we'll throw it on the.
I'm gonna give you a
podcast.
couple because I'm a Selena-er. I'm a huge Selena Gomez fan, so I'm
Wow.
gonna give you one of
So is
those.
Philly. He was like when we went to LA,
Give you
he
another one.
like expected her to like show up out of nowhere, and he even had a Snapchat. He went to the pool at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he actually posted something that said, "Where's Selena Gomez?" Like his whole trip was like about finding celebrities.
Remember
AKs.
DJ was really into Selena Gomez for a little while.
I don't remember that.
That was his big
I mean,
crush.
she's a talented, attractive young lady, but at the same time, like Philly, she's not going to be showing up at this 3-star hotel.
Oh Jesus!
I was
All right, yeah.
What
Well,
was this Lakers game? I was like, we had nosebleeds. Do you think she's going to go to nosebleed?
No, she's
No.
courtside.
Yeah.
or in a box.
Ooh, that is a fun. If you whenever like live sport, like in-person sports kicks off, that would be something to put our money together. I would be down to do. We did a box set for a Lakers game. Luckily, it was free, but it was definitely a fun.
Yeah, I did.
I'm
We did
down.
that at
As long as
for
it's
one
not
of
a
the
Clippers
Clippers
game.
games. No, we got to do Clippers.
Anyways,
Got to do Clippers.
we'll hit you with some songs. Everyone, listen to that.
Yes,
All
All
Bad
Bad
Podcast
Podcast.
on
If you want to find
Spotify.
our music playlist, it's just go to Spotify. All Bad Podcast. I think this one's 2020. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, bunch of jams. But the real reason we have Enrique on the show this week is because we have a big flag football game this Saturday, and we basically just wanted to gang up on him and
I thought it
talk
was
shit.
for, like diversity. You wanted to like add some diversity to the podcast.
No, we don't want that.
Yes, but
We're basically seeking revenge for the only time you guys have ever beat us in anything.
ooh.
In
Ooh.
anything.
Well,
'Cause
they did
I
beat
think
us.
we were 1 for
well, you-
1.
well, you could-
They
you
did
could
beat us
say
in the
hang
hang
challenge.
Yeah, so
Well, no,
they
you could
did
say
beat
the
us in
hang
the hang
challenge.
challenge.
But no one else saw it but Enrique.
And that
It was on video.
Yeah, but you're a film editor. I'm just
I made
saying.
those seconds go really quick.
All I
You
gotta
just
say
put
is
a couple screen grabs
if
in
we
there.
had a chance to rebuttal, I'm almost positive we were winning that.
The
Right.
hang
Oh,
challenge.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
you
there's
guys
no
went
doubt.
second.
Yeah, you knew exactly what the number was
Yeah.
to be.
Here
Well,
we
no,
go.
it wasn't
This
even.
is-
That's what I'm
this
saying. It
is-
wasn't even that. No one witnessed it. We didn't witness it. Yeah, it was on
Three
video, but it could have
crybabies in
been.
a podcast.
All I know is when I
I'm
went,
saying 2-0.
How
That
long
was
have
the-
you had that one on?
all I know is that when I went, that was the first time I'd ever tried
Did your
to
mom
hang.
help you write that joke?
Definitely, I was like,
I saw him write it down.
how can I get them back? How can I make
It'll
them?
be fun though. Let's get out there.
Oh,
And then the
yeah,
one-
we ran some routes yesterday.
What was? Wait, was Philly even in the hang challenge? Was Philly?
Yeah,
one of
he
your-
did.
I was
He
gonna
did.
say a really inappropriate joke, but
But
he was actually.
so
'Cause-
But he wasn't in the flag football, so that first one shouldn't even count.
The only thing I thought he'd beat us at is beer pong because he's like the party guy.
Well, yeah, he's been beer pong.
Wait, didn't we
since-
win the beer pong challenge?
That's
You
right.
did.
Yeah.
You did, but you did cheat. Here you want to talk about?
What?
We went from like this indoor. We went from indoors, and then you just flipped it on us.
it
once
was
started being-
raining.
We were
Raining
out. So
inside?
we were outdoors first, and then we went indoor.
We were indoor, then you pushed it outdoor.
We were definitely
outdoor,
outside
and then we
first.
went inside. We were out, then in.
For the folks listening, aka just myself, how
Oh my
this thing
God.
started. Whatever. We will redo. How about we do?
No, it was raining when we started, so we were inside first, and then it wasn't raining. We went
This
outside.
was
We-
for the Super
that's
Bowl.
what
We
it
could
was,
do
yeah.
a rematch
Uh,
rematch at opening day.
Well, Philly won't be there because
Ah.
he has to get COVID tested. That's his only.
What?
Wait, for real? Like,
No.
Or you just saying
He says that he's been COVID tested, which I don't believe it.
Well, anyways,
yeah. So the real reason you're on is just so we could talk shit about you for flag football, and
All right, I'm
as
out.
much as James has
Yeah, I'm out.
trained, he's still your quarterback. He's still gonna throw the,
Oh, no.
he's gonna put up that Ryan
the
Fitzpatrick
Ryan
line.
Talking
Fitzpatrick,
about-
Joe
I
Flacco
know you're gonna-
special of pick sixes all day.
No, I know you're going to be talking about quarterbacks that got paid. I think our quarterback, after Saturday's performance, is definitely getting that $500 million contract.
Yeah, because you're throwing
Yeah.
against nobody. Do you guys even guard each
It's
other?
like, there's nobody guarding. Yeah, we
I
caught all those
no,
passes.
I have a real question though. Does James think he can throw better than me?
Ooh.
Does James think he can throw the ball?
Are we going to have
at
like
all?
skills? Are
So,
we gonna have a skills
I would love to
contest?
do a skills competition with James.
I would love that too. I want to be in it. I think
No
better-
mini football. That's the big
Yeah, no.
stipulation.
No,
A
we're
real-
gonna have John
a real
Elway, like,
football.
Nerf ball, the little
He
whistle
loves.
ball.
No,
he
we're
loves
just-
the small ball.
We're using the same ball as last time.
No. Ooh.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no,
not.
no, we
we're
got
not
the
playing with
football.
no baby dick football.
All because
Sorry,
you guys got
Whoa!
like small little dick finger hands.
No. We use the full regulation size. We a full.
The-
Our scouts said that
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
a
no,
full
no. We
regulation
did it-
football.
He uses the regulation
We got-
XFL ball.
Yes. No.
XFL ball.
We got the signature Tom Brady balls, and we're good. Like. No,
The
but we
lingerie football league
don't-
ball.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're playing with the rugby football.
So
Oh,
he
no.
played with a college NFL football.
This guy, they are throwing basketballs around. But bottom line is, we beat you guys. So
You
and we're
did-
gonna do
you
it
did
again on
win.
Saturday.
He didn't answer my question though.
What?
Does James think he can throw better than me?
I think he. I don't know. He doesn't care about just you,
We're-
Ryan.
we're gonna-
he cares
we're-
about destroying all of you.
This got
I-
personal.
The only one I'm scared of on that team is Alfredo.
No, you shouldn't be.
Who should I be afraid of?
Alfredo's definitely there.
Me.
Alfredo's the Swiss Army knife, man.
I thought
That
it.
dude,
I
like-
thought it was
Alfredo's-
Zuniga was your guy last time.
No, he was my friend.
No.
He was the guy I was worried about last time.
You
but
gotta
this
worry
time,
about Brandon because we're gonna be on a turf field. He's gonna have cleats, and Brandon's been doing the Herschel Walker workout, running. No, the Walton Payton.
Walter Payton.
He's been running hills with sleds and stuff. He's
I saw him at your house
Jack
last
and
time.
juicy.
That boy was looking thick.
who,
Not-
Alfredo or Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh yeah, he's.
He was
Thick?
not in the good way.
No,
Yeah,
not in
like-
the good way.
Oh.
Alfredo, dude, he
Well, you know he's
Alfredo's
got
a scary.
Alfredo's sneaky, man. That's
sneaky.
I think Alfredo was your leading scorer last time.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
he had cleats. Everyone
That was
slipping and
true.
sliding on
It's well. That's the reason why you guys won last time. You guys had 3 breakaway plays.
He
I'm
scored
hearing a
3
lot of-
touchdowns.
I'm not
Excuses.
gonna discredit the fact that you guys won the last
Yeah,
time.
you definitely
You
won.
beat
We're not-
us.
In the,
Yeah,
the
you guys were
shitty field
the-
conditions, you won.
Whoever's going to win the World Series this year is the equivalent to you guys winning.
Last
There's
time.
an asterisk.
So I
You guys are the
You guys had
2000
cleats. DJ was the only one with cleats on our team.
guys are the
yeah, he
Astros.
dropped like 3 touchdowns.
You guys
Yeah,
are the
and-
Astros. We're calling you the Astros. That's your team name.
We each had one person wearing cleats, and it just so happens that you had your Shrek guy. You had Shrek.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
I love you, DJ.
DJ.
Taking on. We can't even call you guys All Bad Podcast Team. I don't even know what to call you
I
guys.
know. Well, I am the heart and soul of the podcast.
No,
I mean
Philly
there's not much heart and soul in it, but
Enrique
there
and the-
is. I am
Enrique
the-
and the Smurfettes.
Well, Philly told me that he couldn't make it because his back hurt so bad from carrying the podcast. So
Ooh.
that's why he can't play.
Well, that's why I told him he can have the podcast. He can have the IP. I'm gonna start my own podcast,
The
and then that's when he
IP.
starts crying.
well,
He
that's
didn't even know what IP stand for.
you just
No.
sell it to him for just $5, which
But yeah,
is probably not
Saturday,
his bank account.
We might do a
9
little.
a.m.
We might do a little like
flag
something.
football.
We might do a little something. Like
Three
little
Amigos versus the Misfits.
media.
At
Cool.
San Diego
I like
State.
At
So you
SDSU.
guys are welcome to come cheer us
that.
on.
No. This is
Wear your
we're not
mask.
allowed to have. We're not allowed to have fans.
All I gotta
inside.
say is, if we get the fans showing up,
We can only have 25% capacity. Everyone's got to be 6 feet apart.
Well,
the concessions will be closed.
like you said, you're the only listener. So
I'm
BYOB.
kidding. Right.
But yeah, anyways, I'm excited. I mean, I'm gonna be so sore
Yeah,
the rest of that day into Sunday.
They're
So
releasing
the other new rule that we were going to talk about was
yeah, that's two
this is the who starts with the ball. It's a shotgun competition. So
Yeah.
we're going to shotgun a beer, and whoever wins.
This is on a college campus.
Exactly.
normal.
That's why you should shotgun.
Yeah, you shotgun a beer, and whoever wins
And
the
We're
shotgun.
law-abiding citizens.
Ryan's our nominee.
So we have to all do it.
Even though I know,
you will not win.
even though I don't know if I want our quarterback,
No,
shotgun and a beer
flip
before.
coin.
I'd play
Here's-
better with a
we'll
little
flip a
buzz.
coin. You guys are the visitors because you're the losers. And
Whoever can throw a football the farthest, because the ball don't lie.
ooh,
I actually like that one. I like that more than a shotgun and a beer.
Okay.
Ball don't lie. So
Okay.
who gets the ball first? Longest throw. Then we're doing 5 Mississippi.
What are we playing to? Like, what was the score?
We'll play
Five.
5 again.
No, you're not gonna want to do 5. It'll go quick on the turf field. Originally, we played for 10.
5 will go. I mean, think about it. 5 is still 10
7.
total
How about
scores.
7?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do
All right,
7.
7.
It depends on if we're getting the fifth guy, though. If we have 5 guys, the scoring is going to be a little more challenging. Like,
We'll do 7. We'll just say 7. Rule number 2 change is
This guy's got all the rules.
5 Mississippi. QB cannot rush unless you're blitzed, and you get 1 blitz
I thought that
first
was
down.
already the rule last
Yeah.
time.
It was, but James took off that one time.
Well, it's
It's all right.
You're
There
not
wasn't.
releasing
Well,
this-
but we didn't we really didn't specify the first time.
Yeah, but now we got it
Yeah.
specified.
And it didn't happen afterwards. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What other rules do you have to prevent us from
No,
trying?
It's the same stuff. The interception is just a dead ball. Change of possession.
which if we did the pick 6, you guys would have lost because your boy threw 4 picks or whatever last time.
Yeah.
But how many touchdowns do you throw?
Hey.
Enough to win.
I don't even think he threw all 5. I think somebody else threw another one. I think he put up Jameis
Oh.
Winston numbers.
It's like 4 and 4. It's like even 50.
I'm not a.
Hey,
I'd
hey.
like to. First, I would like to amend that I'm not a shit talker since the fact that we lost the last time. So I need that to be specified
I'm
first
shit
and
talker through and
foremost.
through.
Well, you didn't see the routes that we were running. My knees a little sore.
Well, that's
You're
why
lucky.
Because you
Well,
spend all your time on
All
it.
I say
No,
is,
because
all I
Insert
say
drum
is
roll.
last time we practiced, this time we didn't. And last time you guys didn't practice, and this time you are. So
So it sounds like
And we got cleats.
we're
And
talking
we
about
got
practice.
And we
so
got,
I
talking
think
about practice?
I think we got to follow
You got
some
jerseys?
Allen
We got
Iverson right
jerseys?
now, and
we got
you got the Mean
jerseys.
Machine
Yeah, I got
jerseys.
jerseys made.
The Mean
We're
Machine
a real
jerseys.
team.
Oh,
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Uniforms. We got matching underwear. We're doing it real.
You
this
didn't do
time.
that.
We're gonna wear cups.
That's good because I was
Please,
really gonna
that'll
grab
slow-
some balls.
That'll slow you
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, Ryan sent some of the cutters link. I was like, damn, I'm tempted, but no.
Tempted to get some gloves.
Oh, I'm bringing the gardening gloves. They got that little like rubber stuff on it.
You're bringing gardening gloves.
Yes.
Oh, for the love of God, he's gonna look like a third string
They're gonna be like,
offensive
hey, I
lineman.
thought you're supposed to be cutting the plants back there. Get to work.
Oh God.
Keto. Get
Taquito.
All right. Well, yeah. So we got the rules established, all that kind of stuff. Besides that, how was you guys' week? Let's go
There's
through.
nothing
You want me to
to
start?
Yeah. It was the 4th of July.
4th of July, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Whoa.
Went up to Del Mar and just hung out at the beach. It actually really wasn't that crowded.
Wait,
I
you
was
went to Del Mar?
Yeah,
I did too.
really.
I was on 15th Street.
We were like on the dog side over
Okay.
there. So
Oh yeah, I was on
He's
more
always
south.
on the dog side.
no, I actually really like it over there. I don't know why. I like the dogs, even though it's not too. I feel like it's not that dirty over there, but.
You be the guy that likes to pet all the dogs.
No, there's it's just open over there and nobody wants like I like having space.
So it wasn't. When you said it, I was like, "That's not creepy." You could say hi to dogs, but the way
No,
you said it made me feel so
there's-
weird. I'm like, should I not touch dogs?
No, it's weird when like I'm not one of those people like when their dog come like if they see a dog they have to like touch the dog.
Everybody always wants to touch my dog, and it
I don't
always
like-
drives me
I
nuts.
don't
I'm
like
like,
that. I don't like that. Like, hey,
I want to touch your dog.
yeah, well, he likes you. I
first
mean,
of all, you need to ask the owner, "Can I touch your dog?"
yeah.
You need.
Yeah, but if the dog's just licking you, you're kind of like Like I got to like.
Ryan, how was your
Just
week?
asking for it.
Otherwise,
He
you just
wants-
like letting it look in, and then like the owner's like, "Oh, sorry."
It's making me so uncomfortable. Ryan, how was your week?
It's good.
Nobody licked you?
No.
No dog licking you.
Well, yeah, Jax is pretty frequently, I
He's just like,
suppose.
lick me.
We just hung out at the house for 4th of July and watched some movies, ordered some food. Yeah, it was pretty chill. I mean,
Laid back.
4th of July, like ever since I think it was several years ago, Dean and I, we went down to Campland, and it took us 3 hours to drive from Campland to Point Loma.
Wow.
And I don't like going out for 4th of July anymore. Like I'm more than happy to like hang out with people and like have a good time and stuff. Obviously, we didn't do that because everyone's social distancing and stuff. But yeah, like it's one of those holidays in San Diego where it's like this is just pure fucking chaos. Like
It
there's
is,
too
it
many
really
people
is.
here. Like there's it.
Too many people. Our roads really aren't set up for that.
No,
Like,
no.
just, yeah. It's not a good situation. Parents walking by.
Oh,
Oh.
How about you, Enrique? Do anything fun?
Yeah.
Good Fourth?
What did I do? Did yard work. Watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. I went to.
That's long. It's long.
You know, I was fortunate enough to see Hamilton when it came to San Diego.
Damn,
I really enjoyed
money
it.
bags?
It was fun, and yeah, it was a pretty penny, but it wasn't necessarily the best on Disney Plus. There's something about watching on Disney Plus. And
Shaylee
then-
says she got like kind of bored.
Yeah.
It's not I don't like musicals
No.
as is.
you need to see it
so-
live. It's one of those
Nope.
things like, and even though it had the original cast, which the original cast has been phenomenal, like Lin
Manuel Miranda.
exactly, he's not necessarily the best Hamilton. Like I didn't think he was like he's definitely not the guy that we had that played Hamilton was definitely better. And other than that, just got the Traeger going, grilled some meats,
Meat
There you
man.
go.
smoked some meats. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Nice. I had a pretty mixed bag of emotional weekend. Sarah's family came down. Her cousin had passed away last week, so they had come down, and Saturday we did like a whole like family meetup type thing, and like kind of like a wake more or less for it. And then the next day, the 4th, was Sarah's mom's birthday, so we went to Del Mar, and then we went back to their house, and they live in Rancho Bernardo, and at RB High and Poway High, they had fireworks going off, so it was like a cool little private show type thing.
Was this like a legitimate fireworks show, or is it?
It was pretty, I mean, it was pretty legit, like well organized. It was a good, solid, like 20-minute show, so
Nice.
it was pretty good. And then Saturday we had his last wish was to be his ashes sprinkled out in Point Loma. So we rented a boat, went out, did that whole kind of thing. So it was a good time. Very respectful. It was a lot of fun. Rest of the week kind of had just spent a lot of time with family, that kind of stuff. So it was a fun weekend. Went surfing and stuff. But I have big news. You guys remember Harper?
Yeah.
We're getting him.
Really?
So
Why?
Saturday I'm gonna go pick him up.
How?
I don't know. I guess like when they went back to their house, I guess like he hasn't kind of been the same or something. So maybe they're neglecting him too. But yeah, they texted me today, and we're like, hey, if you want him, come pick him up this weekend. So gonna go get him Saturday, and yeah,
Harper.
we'll have a dog.
Wow.
They're talking about a child.
No.
No,
God.
no. So yeah, so
Well,
Nice,
we're
man.
gonna have Harper. So that'll be
What type
fun.
of dog
So
is
why
it?
why don't they want Harper? Just because of the other dog, they're not
I
getting
think
along.
so. Yeah, I think that him and the other dog don't really get along.
How old is he?
Harper?
Yeah.
I think he's 6.
Okay.
So it's like a good age.
Yeah.
I don't want like a puppy because I'm
No.
not home a lot. Well, like during the day,
Is your
You know,
yard
Dean and his
enclosed?
little dogs, man.
the yard's enclosed. I don't know what it is. I like little dog. I like a dog I can pick up and like carry around.
I like them both.
I
like
can
big and
pick
small.
up Jax.
Just
but-
don't let it lick Brandon.
Not a lot.
No dog.
Oh my god. That's exciting though. Yours and Sarah's first dog. How exciting!
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I'm excited for it.
That's so exciting. Oh my
we'll-
gosh!
We're gonna have to bring
So-
Doggo over.
We'll glad that didn't get caught on the podcast. So that was good. But yeah,
You
so
stopped.
Back to marriage.
You literally stopped
I
recording.
didn't stop recording. No, it glitched all of a sudden.
Say that. What did you say that
So
was?
we were talking
back to
about.
marriage.
we were
Dean,
talking-
so when-
Dean's getting
I'm
married.
kidding.
I'm not.
I'm kidding.
I'm just getting the
Well,
dog.
I mean, if we're going by technicalities here, if it's reversed like it has been so far, you are technically.
How does that work?
Well, because Aaron is oldest, he's not.
Okay.
Aaron's the second oldest, he's not.
Okay.
I'm the youngest, you're oldest.
I'm the youngest. Yeah. See,
So that'll be Brandon.
Brandon's next. So technically, I'm on the loop around. It's got to go to Enrique then
No,
me.
it would.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah,
I
see?
think it starts there and goes young and then goes to old. And
No, if you guys have kids, no. No,
Yeah.
it's one of the things that's like, after like a year, people kind of start like,
Why would I want to bring it?
you say never or just not right now?
I mean,
Well, no, that's what I was wondering.
Ask
I was-
him tomorrow. No.
yeah. No, when you're like,
you're right. Dean's whole plan was like for me to have one basically a kid already, so that way it was almost a baby.
I think that's a good plan.
idea. That is.
that's
And then then we'll have it. Then you'll have your second kid. I'll have my first kid at the same time, so they can be best friends. And then we have a babysitter.
It'll be free too, right?
Yeah, it'll be
As
free.
someone that like used to babysit as a kid, like, and how much money that costs, I was like,
No, I don't want to.
I did not.
I don't want to
Yeah,
pay
you
a
want
babysitter.
someone-
I want a free.
Yeah, that's what I want
Yeah.
my parents. to do.
But all right,
Baby, you want to give him?
pawn them off on the parents.
dude, that's the best part. Our parents live so close. It's
That
like, hey,
is.
watch them.
They would love it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I think ours would. Yeah.
Anyway, so after that bombshell news of me getting a dog, let's get into some sports. I'm gonna get him Saturday after our flag football game. I was thinking about getting him tomorrow, but I don't know how well he'd do in like a public place like
I
that.
just want to see you come home.
That
a
just
loser.
sounds so weird to just offer up your dog.
Well, no, I'd bring him with. I'd bring him to the game. I just don't know how well
What,
he.
you gonna have Air Bud play?
Air
Well, no,
buds.
That's the thing. We're not.
Jackson's out there playing, you guys can fucking done.
That's what. It's not like an enclosed
Yeah,
place.
like a dog.
Just hand it off.
You
I'm
know
not gonna tackle
motherfucker is catching that thing when you get the ball.
Yeah, but he's gonna drop the ball. Is he gonna catch it in the air?
No,
Like,
we're just
Fucking could, man.
we're doing
Drop
run,
that rugby ball.
we're doing run plays every
We
time.
might have to buy a new football every time because they puncture the ball.
Deflate
We're
gate.
definitely bringing it. Yeah, that's not gonna.
I did just hear word that we should have our six.
All right.
Yeah. So
Whoa, 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 whoa.
we got our ringer.
Yep. We're
Well, I
doing
don't
5
even
for
know if
5.
I have 5 flags per team.
That's alright, we can just substitute it.
Yeah, we'll just take
Yeah,
subs.
so we get to stay fresh while you guys get tired.
Don't worry about it.
That's all right. We trained one day.
One thing about Trevor, that dude has been fucking running.
Wherever he was going, he was running.
Literally, all he's been doing lately is running.
Well,
Well, there we go.
you'll like Trevor. Trevor's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Let's do sports.
Well, you'll
You're
like
right.
you'll hate all you'll
That's
hate
a
all
lie.
of us, but you'll like Trevor.
Right.
Yeah.
Start off with the NFL. Big news in the NFL this week was Patrick Mahomes signing that 10-year, what was it, $503 million deal. So just absolute ridiculous amount of money.
We had a conversation.
That's just insane.
Before they officially announced, and Dean asked us, like, when do you guys think the contract is? Because they said it was 10 years. And I was like, like maybe like 370 million, but it could definitely be 500 million.
I was like, dude, that's a ridiculous amount. Like it is. This 503 is ridiculous. Obviously that's not guaranteed. I think guaranteed money is only like 175. But it's
I thought it was way more than that, wasn't it?
No,
I thought it was 370 or something like that.
no. So it's 477 with guaranteed mechanisms. I have no idea what the fuck that means.
That means that they're like,
But-
there's certain-
Mechanism.
Yeah.
There's certain parts of this contract that are like put in there as a bonus. So it's like if you throw for 3,000 yards in your 8th year of your contract, you get a $3 million bond.
Yeah.
So they have all those like incentives for them.
But it's just weird how they call them guaranteed mechanisms.
Yeah.
So it was almost like it's guaranteed that he'll get this money, but he won't get that money until
It
that
basically
year or
means
something.
That at a certain point he has to get his money. So if you see like
Yeah.
another Bobby Bonilla, he's going to get his money.
For sure.
I still think that this is the best thing to get his money. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is arguably the best quarterback the NFL has ever seen. In 3 years, he's done more than quarterbacks do in a lifetime. He won an MVP in his second, or his first full year as a starter. His second full year as a starter, he sat out the year, so he didn't win the MVP, although he could have still. And
Still won
he
the
turned
Super
around
Bowl
and won
MVP.
the Super Bowl and was a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
If anything at this point, even if he doesn't make it to another Super Bowl, he's still worthy.
Well, I forget. I was looking at something, and it was basically saying like, there's only been 5 quarterbacks that have won like MVP, Super Bowl, and Super Bowl MVP, and all like 4 of the 5 are already Hall of Famers,
Yeah.
or 3 of the 5. The other one's Tom Brady. So, you know what I mean? It's just like regardless, he's done everything.
I mean, it's inevitable at this point. With this though, the more important aspect is it sets the bar for other teams to find quarterbacks. And I think that, especially going to a Dak Prescott conversation and looking at how much, I think Russell Wilson made $36.5 million, $35.5 million.
Yeah.
The gap between 35 and 50. And if you think that you're better than Russell Wilson, sure. But you're nowhere in the ballpark of Patrick Mahomes. So it allows other teams to get their back on the time.
Yeah.
Although I still think $6 million is money.
It is.
It is.
It's yeah. I feel like it's almost. I mean, it's like you said. He's a future Hall of Famer, and he's on a team that just won a Super Bowl, and you want to lock him up and keep him happy. And I think they've done that, but there will be concerns long term as far as talent that they can surround him with. I think we saw that with like Aaron Rodgers when he signed his big contract, but
In the 10 years that he has a contract, I think goes into this.
Yep, exactly.
They're not going to be a playoff team or anything like that. But Patrick Mahomes gives you the best opportunity. And
Yeah.
surrounding him with players that isn't come back.
Yeah.
Whether you have a different agency, whether you have to hire some really, really good scouts.
Yeah, you can.
it's
Well,
not
I mean,
a bad
it doesn't-
signing.
you don't even
There's
need-
no way, even if it's a shit ton of money, it's not a bad signing.
Yeah, you're going to, your defense is going to take a huge hit later on down the road. Their offensive line is likely to take a hit. They're probably not going to be able to, sign another receiver like a Tyreek Hill long term guaranteed. The plus side of this is that they're basically going to play running back by committee and running back by rookie contract. Meaning
Yeah.
you're going to have a 4-year running back and you're probably going to be out the moment that you ask for anywhere between $7 and $14 million,
Or they're going to get people that are kind of on their last leg, and from like a wide receiver standpoint, at least Patrick Mahomes has that skill set to be able to still get the most out of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can tailor your offense
I don't know
around.
if Patrick Mahomes is necessarily surrounded with age talent, because I think that the biggest thing with him is that he is receivers that don't run good routes with where you can have a 5 years from now, Keenan Allen is probably still going to be playing at a high level, not an elite level, but a high level because of his ability to run back.
Yeah.
You can't say the same about a receiver put up phenomenal numbers that will have his skill based on speed alone. You lose some of that speed, you lose your talent. So I think with him, for them, it's all about being able to craft people to fit into that. Can I find somebody that can create a 5-yard window, whether it's deep down the field or over the middle, so Patrick Mahomes can do the ball. Like I said, there's going to be pickups in that, because not everybody's going to be able to catch the ball, not everybody's going to be able to, read the offense as defense, But I don't foresee them going in, 5 years from now, trying to find a receiver or running back or age talent where youth in the NFL is going a lot further, especially with the conference.
Yeah, no, I agree. one thing in Patrick Mahomes' contract that I thought was funny was the list of things that he can't do. So it's basically like almost everything. So it's no water or snow skiing, jet skiing, surfing, hang gliding, bungee jumping, skydiving, diving, scuba diving, rock or mountain climbing, boxing, basketball, race car driving as a driver or passenger, riding a motorcycle,
Wow.
an all-terrain or similar vehicle, use of firearms, professional wrestling, or the like.
What about
So
pet
basically, it's
dogs?
like he can't do
Can you pet dogs?
no,
Well, it sounds like you can.
unless he asks the owner.
Yeah. No, that's
So,
it. That's it.
Amateur wrestling.
That's
here we
highly
go.
restrictive. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
that's, I mean, but if you're going to invest that much,
Yeah,
in
that's a
player,
lot of-
like, there's not a way to tell them letting a player sign a $50 million a year contract without signing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like he got you the Super Bowl. How often? It's really hard to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but look at Madison Bumgarner. I mean, that dude carried the team to the World Series.
Right.
And then was out there freaking riding donkeys and got hurt.
And the bull rider, yeah. So
But how many Super Bowls do you think it's going to take, like, before for us to go like, oh, that was a really good? Is it going to be just solely on stats, or is it going to be like
I think it's like 2. If he wins 2
two
more,
Super Bowls?
I think if he goes to 2, yeah, that'll be
The
fine.
way that the NFL lined up right now, the Chiefs should go back to that.
yeah.
I mean, in reality, they're still the best team. They didn't lose much, and they still gained a lot. I would say in the next 4 to 5 years, he should win 1. After that, we're not going to see it. Like,
Right.
We're
Yeah.
not going to see a guy, especially with the way Patrick Mahomes plays. This isn't a guy who's going to play until he's 43 at the same level he is right now, and expecting to win Super Bowl.
Well, I think the other thing is like you're not going to see another Tom Brady because you're not going to see another Bill Belichick.
Exactly.
Like Andy Reid isn't going to make it the full term of
phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
yeah.
But what we've seen with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick is non-repeat.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably go down as a part of the conference in the history of all sports. You don't win 6 Super Bowls and go to 8, and from a player that started off as a 6th round or a
199th pick or whatever it was.
in the draft,
Yeah.
and bring him into this MVP elite quarterback, and then after he wins 4 Super Bowls, he goes on to win 2 more, which is way past his prime.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's what this contract is about. I think that it's about paying the guys that should have maybe the best opportunity over the 5 to 6 years. They can take it. The extra 4 to 5 years after that is
Those are kind of like thank you years.
exactly.
You know,
It's
it's like,
kind of like how we viewed Machado's contract too. I think you're like,
it's like yeah, it's how you see Machado, how you see Bryce Harper, how you
Yeah.
see Mike Trout.
It's
Like
not the last contract he's going to sign. So, I mean,
Mhm.
I think he's like 26 right now, 25. something like
yeah.
that.
Well, I think they said when he's out he's going to be 36.
you know
Or
what's
38 because they picked up his 2 years, so technically it's 12.
Yeah, so then even with that, like, he's still younger than Philip Rivers got. And I'm still younger
Mhm.
than Brady and Tom Brady, obviously. So he's going to have another contract that comes up. So this is more or less like the NFL's never seen a talent like that.
Yeah.
to accomplish as much as he's done in a short period of time.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a Chargers fan, right? I mean, it's games you just like watch, go from Peyton Manning to freaking Patrick Mahomes when he's gotten in the business, which is frustrating, but you have to recognize that this dude is doing everything better than everybody else.
Yeah.
We got Trevor, Timmy, and
You know what? One of the things I think is like pretty unique about this is this is like a baseball contract. I feel like we don't ever see contracts of this length in the NFL.
No.
So this is
Fair
a,
enough.
It's valuable
I
now.
feel like this is going to see a trend going forward,
I
maybe.
don't think so. I think
Yeah,
that
he
this is
is.
a bar.
You think so?
I think that this is the bar, and I don't think that you're going to see another player. Because, I mean, even if you look at Lamar Jackson, who just won MVP in the second season, let's say he follows up next season with he's not Patrick Mahomes. And they're not like sure, a team that has the cap flexibility to do it isn't going to handcuff themselves for 10 more years of a contract on a player that was done so one MVP solely on the fact that he's one guy.
Yeah, like a big name that we talked about a couple weeks ago that's up for a contract pretty soon is Dak Prescott. And there's no way Dak should or
Yeah.
get close to this amount.
The only other quarterback like that's coming up on a contract that would make sense to get, not ballpark, but the next highest quarterback is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be.
He's gonna make more than Russell Wilson.
In the what are you thinking? Like the 40s, like
I think probably
40.
gonna be around 40.
Definitely not the amount of years though. And I don't think he'll. I don't even know if the Texans will give him an offer. I mean,
with Patrick Mahomes, like he had an injury last year, but they held him out and they didn't need to. And he was ready to play. Like he didn't have to be sad.
yeah.
Deshaun Watson has had a history of injury. So I think that's the other part, right? Like we don't really want to sign him to a deal, and that's the other team is doing. That's Mahomes' injury. Deshaun Watson has had injury issues
Since college, yeah.
But quarterbacks coming into the league, I mean, if Joe Burrow does anything like that, but if he doesn't come out to get to college, like, this is another guy who's going to be something good. Trevor Lawrence, Clemson, he's going to be like the he's going to be another guy down the road. So it's weird how everything kind of plays out, but it was a perfect storm for Pat. He did everything that we expected.
Right.
Definitely, yeah. The other contract talks we have is the 49ers now, I guess, RB1, Raheem Mostert. He wants either trade or a new deal. He's actually the third highest paid running back on the 49ers. So it's not even like he's near the top. And I agree. I think he definitely needs the money. I get it. He's a little bit older.
Right.
But he's the workhorse. He was
I
the
think
workhorse on that team.
His stock is at the highest it's probably will ever be. So it's just like he needs to cash out now because he's obviously been on how many teams?
Yeah, like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's asking for like to break the bank.
No.
He's asking for Kevin Coleman's money. Kevin Coleman makes on average $4.2 million a year. That doesn't seem like a huge.
Right.
I mean,
No.
I get it. You don't want to have too much money tied up in these contracts or anything. But I mean, you're not in the same team without all of these.
Right.
Yes.
That's. I think he's definitely worried of it. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
$4.5 million, whatever that looks like. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is just like going through the rosters, and you brought up before the podcast, like the Falcons, it might be a good play for them, but
even the Chargers. I mean, I know Justin Jackson, like the number 2 guy that they have lined up right now. But they signed a very team-friendly deal with Austin Eckler.
yeah,
You put Justin Jackson and Wilson on the team, Austin Eckler, I think, with a quarterback like Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert, and they don't know what's going to get.
Right.
So at least you can have a good one.
Yeah.
There's several teams out there that probably use it to boost. Yeah.
right,
There's anything with teams in the NFL over the last decade, at least one running back not going to get. Not getting into the playoffs, not getting hype. And I don't know any other picture for running back.
yeah,
For real. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Then the last bit of NFL news that we had, if you guys want to touch on it or say anything, was the Deshaun Jackson Instagram post where he had a post where he quoted Hitler, or tried to quote Hitler.
Fake Hitler.
It was in a book written by somebody else that was, had a Hitler character in it. Extremely anti-Semitic just in the post itself and in its nature. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want to say anything about it.
With everything going on in the world, if they find anything over the past couple of months now, being culturally different or being culturally insensitive is not okay.
Right.
And regardless of how you meant something or how it was supposed to be perceived, there was basically we want to do this for comments
Definitely.
that are an opinion
Right,
that weren't geared towards it.
right.
Anything Hitler related is geared towards it.
Yeah, he's definitely like top 5 bad people, and
You
like
just
the
don't want to
history-
quote Hitler, or
Right.
even though it's not an actual Hitler
And
quote.
while
but
he like came out and he he had an apology. I don't know if it was necessarily like the most sincere, and he's got some flack since then because he liked a post of someone saying that Deshaun shouldn't have to apologize. So that definitely doesn't help his. It
There's
has
just-
been nice though that a lot of people have kind of reached down, like, hey, if there's one thing that we can learn from like the current climate is like, racism and comes in different forms, and we need to attack this from all different angles, and it's all about like this time should be about like educating ourselves, and people have reached out. Julian Edelman posted something. He's of Jewish descent, so he's kind of reached out to him. Hey, you know what? Let's kind of like go together. I'll take you to like a Jewish history museum. You take me to an African American museum, and we kind of just like learn about each other's cultures and religions, and this is kind of like I definitely, I'm not part of like the whole cancel culture. Like a lot of people like, we need to, and it doesn't help that it's also of the Eagles organization where a lot of people are bringing up, well, Riley Cooper used the N-word and then ended up getting, he did get like suspended for like one game, but then ended up getting like a contract extension. So it doesn't help the Eagles in that sense. And I'm not of like, Deshaun Jackson's had a great career. Obviously, he is in the tail end of his career. But he means a lot to that organization, and
Well, he needs a lot to the fan base, too.
right,
Yeah.
The city of Philadelphia is in.
right, yeah. I think it's just more of like a learning. It's stupid, and like
He needs to be held more accountable.
he does, like
That's what more people
Yeah, just because you do something like that and you come out, you apologize, you said, I didn't mean it this way, this is the way I'm trying to direct the narrative.
Right,
It
yeah, I
doesn't
definitely-
But I do have to kind of like commend him for saying like, well, this is the way I'm taking it.
right,
But you have to be open to understand that the way you should be taking it shouldn't be that way.
right,
Just because you're uneducated about it doesn't mean, or just because you see something one way doesn't mean that you're seeing it the right way.
And I do get a little annoyed that people compare the Drew Brees and Deshaun Jackson comments together. It's
Right.
like, what Drew Brees said is the same thing that he said when
Right.
this movement started. Black Lives Matter.
right,
Taking the knee for the
right,
It's the same thing that he said. And at the time it was, all right, we understand that what your opinion is. But your opinion doesn't need to hurt us.
right,
Yeah.
He just said it's an irrelevant opinion to have, and you're not the only person in there that has it clearly. With Deshaun Jackson, it's one, completely unnecessary. Two, it's not something that he's ever come out and said that.
right,
And three, it's attacking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's showing, it's
Right.
trying to show that there are white Jews in America that have a different narrative or have an ulterior motive to what is actually going on. That's
Right.
kind of what he tried to like point at. So, I mean,
I'm not gonna sit here and say like I've lost so much respect for Deshaun Jackson. Just like I didn't say that about Drew Brees.
Mhm.
But as a person in a position where everything that needs to be placed in some of this building,
right,
you have to check yourself. And if
Definitely.
you're not gonna check yourself, you have to put people in place that want to check you. And there's the hateful people that live in this world, there's the ignorant people that live in this world, they're all over the place. Some of them have millions of dollars in living poverty. But in your position, you can't put something out there that can be perceived as hateful towards a person with different religion, different race, different things.
yeah.
And that's what it boils down to. So I'm not saying you gotta be held accountable for this extended.
right,
There's a lot more people that are getting in the path on these dudes where, the Drew Brees, even after he came out and apologized, it was,
He didn't mean it.
Exactly.
Right.
He just used that stock image. He just, he's just saying sorry because he has to.
right.
So, yeah, I mean, interesting times
Well,
overall.
yeah, I mean, it should be like a learning experience for not just Deshaun, but just like
and I would
for
love to
people
see
in.
him go out with Julian Edelman. I mean, I think that that's a phenomenal idea.
And not only that, but it also shows that it's like, well, he's willing to educate himself on a field that he
Right.
doesn't
That's all
know.
we need right now.
Yeah.
From every single person out there right now, when you disagree with somebody else, educate yourself. Have somebody else educate you. Be willing and open to learn about somebody else's suffering, somebody else's history, because you don't always know what. I mean, we've all been in that situation before. Like,
Yeah.
Every single person in this room has said something to another person that is offended and they seem to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's an important aspect, and it's important to, like I said, educate yourself. You know, with the current time, be more sensitive to other people.
Right.
Yeah. And just because you educate yourself doesn't mean that you automatically have to agree with it. You know what I mean? Like, but at least you know. At least at least you know
Right.
what's going
Yeah.
on on their side, their argument. All right, let's switch gears over to MLB. Schedule came out. Padres released their schedule. Their opening day is the 24th. I think they're playing against the Giants.
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks.
That's like 2 weeks
close.
in a day from now.
You doubt it?
I'm
Well-
not believing getting Phillies to that.
Well, it's funny you say that because we had the second Padre player to test positive for COVID. It was
Mateo.
Mateo.
The new guy.
Yep.
Oh.
New guy that they traded for tested positive. He hasn't been in the facility or around any other players, so there's been no contact. But still, I mean,
He should be ready when season starts, I guess.
yeah.
It's not like he's like a focal point of the team, you know.
Right.
Yeah, he was like a last minute signing.
Yeah.
In all
Well, and
reality, just
he's
depth.
probably he's going to be a role player.
Yeah.
He's going to be situational running in crunch time.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how this plays out. You know, the MLB is definitely a lot more relaxed. They're not doing like this whole bubble thing like the NBA. So
They're testing the shit on that.
right.
They are. I listened to Pardon My Take, the Barstool one, and they had Trevor Bauer on. He was kind of giving an insight to like what players go through, and he was saying like every day you have to take your temperature in the morning, you have to record it. When you get to the facility, they take your temperature again. Every other day they test you, but the day they go in there, take your temperature again, and then throughout the day you're just being monitored. It's like all being recorded, so they can see if you're going
So-
up or down and
So are
fluctuating.
are you logging that information yourself? So let's say like I have symptoms. Let's say I want to play so desperately.
That would be like
But
the
it-
most
but that's-
irresponsible thing to
That's
do.
kind of.
to
I
be
know
like-
it would be, but I'm
But
just
th-
trying
but
to like
that's,
put.
that's all of these sports is you're having players be on the honor system.
Yeah.
In all in all
Yeah.
sports.
The only other side of that though is that they are getting exactly what they want.
Yeah.
So it's like regardless of if you're not being honest,
Yeah.
you're only hurting the rest of your team if you're being dishonest,
Mhm.
and eventually it'll come out that you had something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think MLB, while they are being lax, I think they're doing what they can to make sure everybody is being safe, or if they do test positive, to quarantine them properly, all that kind of stuff. But definitely excited for baseball. It looks like baseball by this timeline is going to be the first sport back. Hockey isn't back until August 1st. I don't know when basketball's supposed to be
July
back.
30th.
July 30th. Yeah.
Okay,
So like.
so- Yeah, so hopefully baseball be on schedule.
Clippers Lakers
Oh,
kickstarting
I'm
it.
excited for that. But yeah, baseball.
Yeah.
I'm
Who you go for? No.
Baseball, I'm definitely like I've been. I live a couple of blocks away from Petco, and it's been nice seeing like the lights turned on at Petco, and I jog there in the morning, and you see cars coming into like the players' parking lot. I don't know who's in there, but it's kind of just you get that fun vibe that kind of like change. They obviously like changed a lot of the decor because
Yeah.
their whole campaign this year, like the brown and gold. It's unfortunate that
Which really sucks for the Padres.
it sucks for them, but at the same time, it is cool seeing just like them changing it over, and it just seems like there is, even though there's not going to be fans in attendance, like there is like energy around Petco now, which is kind of like exciting. I'm
I
looking
follow a lot of them on like Instagram, and like see all their like posts, and they're just hitting batting practice. That's exciting,
It
seeing
is
guys at the ballpark hitting the ball, and that like there's Manny Machado's there, Fernando Tatis, Eric Hosmer, the big stars on the team. They're out there taking batting practice, and
Yeah.
just seeing them doing that in a pandemic is
Well, you can hear the crack
You
of
gotta
the
take-
ball. Too,
I do
like-
wish there was a live feed that we could watch,
Right.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I've seen a couple other teams like release videos of
Right.
inter team games and stuff. Actually, I was watching the Yankees one. There was two of them. One of them, Tanaka took a liner right back
Oh, yeah.
from Giancarlo Stanton.
Forgot
Got
about
like 7 stitches. He was okay. And then the other one was fuck, I just blanked on his name. Who was that big signing, the pitcher that they signed? Yeah, Garrett Cole.
Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Garrett Cole was pitching, and first batter striked out. Gary Sanchez threw around the horn, and he wanted the ball back, but because another player touched it besides the catcher, they had to get a new ball. And he was all pissed off. Next batter gives up a home run. So it's just stuff like that. It's like I wish the Padres had more of like.
Well,
a-
they'll probably dive into that. Like, you're seeing all types of like teams come out with like these different things that they're. This is like the first of its kind. So it's like you're hearing like teams like, oh, you can buy, and it's something I want to pose to you. Like if the Padres were to do something like that, where you can pay for like a seat and have a cardboard cutout of you. So like when there is camera shots, they would have like I think it's the A's that are doing it this season.
They're probably just desperate for money.
Well,
I
it's
feel
a
like the
good
A's
idea.
have got a
Like,
shitty stadium.
What would be that would be pretty awesome is like you're watching the game obviously.
No, that would be
yourself.
kind of cool.
like there.
Oftentimes there's a lot of like crowd shots in game footage
If
and
they're charging normal price for a season, I'm not fucking doing that.
Well, I'm
not-
assuming you would buy the seat for the season,
yeah, I
right?
think you buy for the season. So it's
Yeah.
like season and I think it was like it ranges from like $40 to $80. But it's kind of a
Yeah.
cool. And you're gonna
That's a
see
cool
more
idea.
teams doing things.
Little
As,
nifty gifty.
Yeah.
there's teams like doing like the
Take a look, guys! I'm on TV.
they're doing the practice thing, like the live stream, but they're doing like the catcher has like has the camera and everything. So
Yeah.
different teams are doing different things, and I'm sure like other teams will pick up on that because they really need to integrate those kinds of things to like build.
Like get a better fan pass kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
It'll be exciting. I'm just hoping that it kicks off like
Yeah, even if the season doesn't finish, I just want to watch some baseball. Like,
how desperate we are.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I don't care. I
Tired
don't
of
need,
watching marble races.
I don't need to see whoever the best of the best is. I just need to see something on a competitive
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
In a team that I have allegiance to, you know.
Yes.
Well, that's all I had. You guys have anything else you want to bring up? Big yawn from Ryan.
Woo! You put in
I'm sure you got a picture.
a picture.
We're really gonna do this? All right, go ahead.
For Fernando Tatis and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm interested to see where this goes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, obviously, after the podcast,
More than well, right now, half, but other
it
times.
seems like a closet person.
I know he is.
Yeah,
I think he is too. I'm done with him, but I think Dean
I
still
know
likes
you
him.
are, and that's fine. The reason that I know that Dean is a closet garbage can is because his direct text message was, that doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't.
And I said, that doesn't make any sense. It's the Jersey swap. They're not in the same city. So, with my question for Enrique is, how many people in San Diego currently do you think is still playing?
Oh, hey, as someone that frequents, like, you know, I watch every game, and I like to watch them, like, in a bar setting with a lot of people, and there's more than you would think.
I would say 75% of the they probably lost 25% of their fans.
A huge part of that 75% of the still fans are not willing to go out and pay for a ticket.
Right.
And I honestly understand that, respect that. I haven't gone to a game myself. But with San Diego being the market that we are, do you think there's anything that to be said about the part of that season? Because we're 3 years into this. We've seen, them not be a huge hit in LA.
Right.
Do you think that they would have a larger fan base, close to with them being Los Angeles? Do you think their fan is still going to people make stuff?
That's like tough because it's weird seeing on like their social media, and you see that there's a lot of people like, oh, there's actually more Chargers, and I don't know if it's true or not. Like I don't know because I'm not in that scene.
I think they still have the fans. They're just not in LA.
I don't think that we ever had that many in the first place. And that's
No,
what
I
we
think
are.
we. If you,
I
and it
think-
comes
I think
down
they
to
sh-
winning
they- yeah, when
team,
they're
and
winning, they're
once
showing
you
out.
saw like the chink
I'm not
in
talking
like
about fair weather fans, though. I'm talking about real, like, do or die.
Well,
fans.
if you look at like some that old like Qualcomm footage, and it might just be that the team was a lot better. There wasn't more. The ownership wasn't as exposed. But I just look back and you're just like, even on like rivalries like the Chargers and the Raiders, where we heard a lot of jokes. So like, there's more Raiders fans than Chargers fans, and you would see stacked with like the blue and the white and the gold, and
I would argue that there was definitely at least a 50-50 split.
right. I mean, you can look back, and I think it more just comes down to like once it kind of came out, and once you're like more exposed to like the politics of the team and like the backside and the ownership, and then that kind of put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, and then just kind of it was a process. It's not like they just left like right away. Like it was kind of like talks for a couple years, and there's just like a lot of bad things came out during that time. A lot of things came out from ownership saying that like
The writing was definitely on the wall.
we deserve a
Like-
stadium.
Yeah, I remember the year before they left, I was already like detaching from the team. I was kind of like, I already know they're leaving.
It was weird. I went to the last Chargers game, and I had thought for sure that like because the year before they did the same thing where they're like, this might be the last game for the Chargers, and then they played again in San Diego, and I thought the same thing. And I was like, oh, they'll be back next season. Like, it was weird because, like, the players came out on the field and,
I
like...
think everybody thought this. I think everybody expected it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they'll be back next season. And I'm like, oh.
It's 3 years into
You probably left the game early too.
No, we left, like, right after they lost, of course.
3 years into this, we've seen them have one of the best seasons they've ever had. And then hard.
Right.
It's on this. Definitely underperformed. At this point, I feel like you're either in or you're out.
Right.
Like, you're either a Chargers fan or you're not a Chargers fan.
Right.
And I think in San Diego, if you listen to a lot of sports radio, there's still a lot of people that are indifferent. They're confused. And maybe it's because they have more of their life that's dedicated to the Chargers. But, like, you see the picture that goes up and it's like, oh, talk to the Chargers about how social distancing is going.
Right, I said, oh, they're used to it at this
Yeah.
game.
And it's like the same argument we made about the Jacksonville Jaguars. The same argument we made about
Any small market team, yeah.
And it's like, I mean, the San Diego is like the 8th biggest city in the United States, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah.
So we've always had like a huge, like, or a lot of like people coming from all over the place. So,
Yeah, transplant town.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me, like, if the 3 years into this now, like, hear people on the radio that continue to beat around the bush. It's like, okay, but you're still talking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Brandon, for instance, who cares? Not really gonna say anything negative. You know, we'll talk about it, but I just don't really care.
Yeah, it's just not my thing anymore. I'm like,
I listen to the radio and it's like there's apparent like stab and jab. And
Right. Yeah, they've been doing that for years. Like, ever
Yeah.
since they left. I'm like, if you're so caught up on, like, the Chargers are no longer a San Diego team, you only talk about sports team, a San Diego sports team, then why are you still talking about the Chargers to this day? Like, I feel
And
like it just
I want
comes...
to make sure this isn't anything to do about what you said. It's like Dean's got his own commitment, so I like.
Well, if they win the Super Bowl, like, whenever that happens, someday, are you going to be, like, excited for them? Are you going to be, like... Or if it was the Chargers in the Super Bowl, who are you rooting for? Are you going to be rooting for the Chargers?
I would support my friends and my family.
I truly don't think
my thought is this. So if there's a Charger game playing on Sunday, like regular game, it doesn't have to be prime time, do you even feel slightly compelled to have to watch that game? That's the biggest question. And if the answer is yes, then you're still a fan, I think.
And I would
Like,
do the same thing at first. I just looked through my stuff a little faster.
Right.
It was like I wanted to hate them. And then I remembered because all the draft stuff started coming out. I kept finding myself like looking at mock drafts,
Yeah.
stars with the tension of that. You know, we ended up with Derwin James and I lost my shit and went to Ruby and now the young test and so forth.
Yeah.
So I think it's weird that like these professionals are
Still hung up on it.
well, and it's frustrating. And like, I mean,
Well, I think they're also playing into like their audience, which there's still a lot of Chargers. Like they, whether you think it or not, there's
Yeah.
still a lot of Chargers fans in San
They
Diego.
have a majority fan base in San Diego versus LA.
Right.
I mean, if you talk to any sports fan, any football fan, they'll tell you that the Chargers are the least liked team in Washington.
Right.
It's not saying they don't have a fan base elsewhere, but they're the least liked team in Washington.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what they do.
I think if they won a Super Bowl, though, they would definitely, you would definitely see a lot more fan. Like people want a winner.
I think that there's too much Raiders roots in Los Angeles for anybody to make it. And we saw that the year that the Rams went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I think that proves to me that it doesn't matter what you do in Los Angeles, it's just like San Diego, type of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You will follow whatever is exciting at the moment. And if they win the Super Bowl one year, and turn around and go 4-12 the next year, they're going to have the same empty-ass stadium with the players. And I think that's just the nature of football in Southern California.
Right.
Raider Nation's good.
Yeah.
It's a totally different animal. Their roots are so deep in the NFL. We got Raider fans from all over the world.
Oh
They're
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
one of like the top 5 most quality teams.
Right.
Raider Nation, it's a real thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
So I was just curious because I throw some stuff out there. It brought it back to my attention. I'm listening to the radio and they're like, oh well, I mean the Chargers probably going to go like 7-9 games because they don't have a quarterback. And the team's bad, blah blah blah. So,
Right.
can I make a comment on this picture though? I feel like the Tatis picture, like Tatis looks good in the powdered blue. Keenan Allen does not look good in that brown and gold.
I don't think that brown and gold belong on any of their jerseys except
The
for
Padres.
football. Like, you
I
can
agree with
argue
that.
for the Giants,
Yeah.
but you are absolutely right.
The high
It's
school
not-
we went
it-
to though, they were
It's
brown
not
and gold.
it's not a football team color.
No. It reminds me of, I think it's not, Wyoming. Wyoming
Yeah,
football
they're-
team. It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not a terrible look. It's just not great. Those Charger, like, baseball uniforms are mean as fuck, though. They're basically,
Yeah.
you just can't hit powder blue on any damn jersey.
Yeah, and then
It's a
the
good look.
bolt on the side of the helmet's pretty nice
You
too.
can't deny that both teams, both the Chargers and the Padres, have some of the best uniforms
Oh,
in
if
their
San
respective
Diego
teams.
Sports has been in the past, man, we are definitely the most well-dressed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can't argue that. And the best players.
and I was just say we have
Yeah.
we have good like analysts and color commentary guys. I always feel like we always have
Yeah.
like with
Speaking
Josh
of analysts,
Josh Lewin
you know,
and
it's Uncle Teddy's birthday today.
yeah Uncle Teddy, and I know Ryan's not a fan of his. He's definitely lost his he's definitely lost his step over the years. But we still love our Uncle Teddy.
He's definitely
Yeah,
lost it. Like
Yeah.
But me and my dad have had the same conversation before we were in the Padres and we got back to school when I was a kid. So he's lost.
Yeah.
Lost a long time ago. And it's like one of those things where it's like I would expect like the second guy.
yeah, but he.
You've been with the team for
He's
so
just
long
been
that we
with-
can't fire you because
he's
you're
in
just
range.
you're our boy.
It's
But
like, oh yeah, you know the outfield they got this person over there, they're carrying around
Takes me back to.
and,
Oh,
the
COVID.
line drive to the field, it's going, and it's in the wind. What the fuck just happened?
no, that's an accurate
That
play-by-play.
was oh, I was listening to Padres Sports Radio right now.
Oh, so he looks off the runner at first base, he throws the ball, oh, there's a line drive. guys. Oh, it's back. It
That-
shouldn't have been that tight.
That doesn't bother me as much as just him going on the Jerry Coleman rants where he's
Jerry
like,
was
Oh,
talking.
yeah.
He was with the Yankee. He said,
Joe
Joe DiMaggio.
off on these freaking rants, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to be announcing the fucking game.
I'm watching baseball right now.
luckily I think he's like the way they have it set up now is what's the other guy's name?
Jesse Agler.
Jesse
Yeah.
Agler does every other inning.
Yeah.
So they like alternate and like Jesse doesn't really get a word in really when
They wait
Teddy's
for the Padres to like get out of it. They're like, all right, Teddy, just talk.
We're all
Padres, it's
Let's go wheel Teddy out.
12-0 Giants.
It's exactly
So
what it
take
is.
me
Once,
back.
yeah, once they're out of it, it's like he gets in there. Exactly like you're saying,
That's
right?
how
It's
you
like,
fast.
so yeah, I'm telling you another story. Oh, and we got a grounder up the middle, and shortstop gets it, throws it out at first. You're like,
Oh,
wait,
no.
what? That was a routine ground ball. Like what?
It's like everything's so last minute reaction. Like,
San Diego Padres.
I will say he does a good job at like painting a picture when he does get really hyped. You know what I mean? He paints that
I
picture,
will
and you're
say,
like,
I think
you're like,
he-
oh shit, what?
he
Okay,
gets you
oh, wait,
excited
wait,
though.
Yeah.
right? Like when you do
When
like
he,
that
when he
on it,
guesses right on the
it's
foot.
phenomenal. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like when you're listening to it normally, you're like, okay, I swear to God, the guy just like a 3-run home run inside the game and he catches 2 out of the second base.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And it's no disrespect to him. Uncle Teddy, man, he's a guy. He's an
Yeah.
icon. I mean,
well, he's a San Diego icon for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
like
Aztec,
for sports, yeah.
Padres.
Yeah.
but it's like we've all been in that situation where we're in the car, it's like, oh, it's Padres.
you really want to hear what's going on, then
Like, just tell me what the fucking score is. So I can watch the goddamn video.
I'll put up with his torture. But
I like his torch. It's just kind of like,
Well, all right, everybody. We are the Three Amigos and a podcast. Enrique, thank you for joining us this
thank
week.
you for having me, as
We'll
always.
see you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
later.